Hello, and I'm Tina, and welcome to Lecture Academy. Today I'm going to be talking to you about your child's learning disability is not your fault. And although logically speaking, we know that if our child has some type of learning disability or some kind of difficulty in some part, we know logically speaking it's not our fault. But somewhere in the process, we start blaming ourselves. But I'm just here to tell you that it is not your fault. And I just want to give you the encouragement. So if you're watching this video, you're either homeschooling or you're thinking about homeschooling, or you're a parent of a child who's in public school that has some type of learning disability. And you are in the right place, because I'm here to give you the encouragement that you need and just let you know to rest assured that you can have a peace of mind knowing that you have the tools in order to help your child with their learning disability. The only thing I want you to do is take a deep breath and breathe. It's going to be okay. And my job is to help you get through the anxieties or whatever that you're feeling towards having a child with any type of learning difference or disability. First of all, let's talk about learning disabilities in itself. What do you need to do when you have tried it all and nothing is working? I have 3 things that I would recommend that you do when you have a child or children that has a learning disability or learning difference, as some people like to put it, because basically a learning disability is just a different way of learning. It doesn't mean that the child is not smart. It doesn't mean that the child cannot do things as another child can do. It just means that that particular person or child have to go about it a different way. They learn different. And it doesn't make it bad. It just makes it that they have to figure out a different way that is not the traditional way of learning, but they can still get the job done just like anybody else can. But it's 3 things that I like to think about when you're dealing with the learning difference, rather. 3 things. You need to reevaluate. You need to help with your emotion, the emotional aspect of it. And the 3rd thing, you need to just be simple. And I'm reading my notes because I want to make sure that I get my thought conveyed the right way to you all. When we're talking about you need to reevaluate, first of all, you need to change your mind over. And when I say change your mind over, when you're talking about learning disabilities from society's standpoint, they look at learning disabilities as something bad, but it's not. Learning disability is not a setback. It's just another learning style. That's all it is. Let me say that again. You need to change your mind and think of learning disabilities as not a setback, because it's not. It's just another learning style. That's all a learning disability or learning difference is. Now let's talk about the emotional aspect of having someone that has a learning difference or learning disability. First of all, if you're working a curriculum and it's not working, you need to sit back and you need to try to de-stress the situation, because 9 times out of 10, you're frustrated, the child's frustrated, and you're not going to get anywhere with both of you frustrated. So basically, you need to de-stress your situation without blaming anyone. Let's not play the blame game. I'm blaming this child, or you're blaming the mother. You just don't need to do the blame game. And that's including blaming yourself because you're feeling like, okay, I bought this curriculum and it's not working. Or the child you have some residual feelings about maybe the child's not trying hard enough. The child could be trying as hard as they can try, but the curriculum is just not a right fit for your child. So just try to relax, de-stress, reevaluate, and it's nothing wrong with taking a setback for a little while and take some time off to reevaluate and get the emotional aspect, get your emotions in check, so that your child will be able to learn in not a stressful environment, because stress really hinders the learning process. And then the last step I would encourage is to be simple. Find a workable solution to your problem. And that's where I come in. I'm trying to be that coach, that cheerleader for you, to tell you how I personally dealt with this. Because I'm not talking from an aspect of not knowing, because I personally live this. I personally have the challenges. I personally have had ups and downs within my homeschool, and how I successfully has been able to accomplish what I need to accomplish with my children, although they do learn differently, and particularly my son that has high functional autism. So if I can do it, you can do it too. I'm not any special case. So I just want to give you that encouragement. So again, this video is basically talking about the learning disabilities, how I encourage you to reevaluate the situation, get your emotions in check, and just be simple. And that's my advice for learning disabilities. I'm going to come back with another video shortly, and I'm going to talk to you about another subject. Have a good day. Bye.